Hi everyone, what's good? MidMorningSol back at it again with another playthrough part to Piofiore, Episodio 1926. As my voice cracks, good lord. Alrighty y'all. So I think we have come to the point in Alternativa that we are going to conclude this side, perhaps. So folks, without any further ado, let's just jump right on in, shall we? We shall. Let's get it. Wait, what the hell? Why is it prologue? What the hell? Okay, whatever. I am confusion. Okay, so this is also where September, October, November, December are gonna happen. Like those months don't feel left out.
見た。すごいわね、本物は。
神々しい。さすが伝説の。
この目であの王冠を見られるなんて。
まだ手がかりの一つもつかめていないと聞いているが、報告は？
申し訳ありません。鋭意捜索を続けています。
その言葉は先月にも聞いている。もう9月に入ったというのに。今はまだごまかすことができているが、あれは民衆からの信仰を集める歴史ある遺物。それを就任して早々に盗まれるなど、一刻も早く本物を取り戻さなければ強国の威信に関わる。
おっしゃる通りです。
大変です。
成果の御前だ。そのように騒々しく入ってくるものでは。
よい。何があった？
So he just called Churchhead? Oh, the implications of that name. But without getting our mind into the gutter, wouldn't he be the Pope? Or nah? Why does he have such a, lackadaisy name?
先ほど聖火宛てにこんなものが。レコード。
Ooh, and a lily? Some sort of flower.
聞いてみてください。
ご機嫌うるわしゅう、お父様。おや、もしかしてあまりご機嫌うるわしくなかったりします？お顔の色が優れません。
Was that Henri?
これは一体。みんなよく聞け。この件は我々の手に負える問題ではなくなった。すぐにエミリアを。
聞いていたよ。
In true church ninja fashion. Of course he heard everything. He was right there the entire time.
彼らに動いてもらうしかないね。強国の力だけではこの問題を解決できないだろう。
I awoke to see the morning sunlight. The harsh summer had passed, and the season had shifted to autumn. After changing my clothes, I went out to the garden to attend to my usual duties. A sudden wind brought in a sweet smell. I turned around to see roses that just bloomed in the autumn chill. These roses would hold their blooms until at least November. Suddenly, I noticed someone returning from the cemetery. Azure eyes, a suit of deep blue, and silver hair swaying in the wind. Buongiorno, Dante.
ああ、ボンジョルノ、リリー。こうして顔を合わせるのも久しぶりだな。
Yeah, you can almost say that it was just like in the first game. Now that you mention it, I think it was summer when we last spoke. From the top. Dante used to come every week on Wednesday morning to visit the cemetery, but his visits decreased in the frequency after La Notte di San Lorenzo. It's been cold recently, so please take care of yourself. Dante gave a gentle smile, then looked at me with a more serious expression. More like that smile went dead quick. Dante?
不思議だな。お前の顔を見るといい意味で少し気が抜ける。
Well, I must say I do have that effect on all you men. I mean, yeah, sure. Really? I'm glad to hear that. Story. Yes, we're in the midst of it. Oh my. What are we doing here? I was about to say, like, pick up the phone!
どこにいる？今すぐ来い、殺す。
Good morning. This is your local daily newspaper for a subscription. What the hell are you talking about?
せっかくのお誘いだがすぐには会いに行けないな。
Oh, of course you know who it is.
ああ、もしかして起こしてしまったか。それは悪かったね。今度おいしい甘味でも差し入れるよ。許しておくれ。
I mean, if it's like ungodly hours, I can understand. But if it's like motherfucking near 11, 12, like, you need to get your ass up. Oh, look at Mama Yuan wanting to send some sweets. Probably laced with some shit. Not poison, necessarily, or maybe, because he did do that. But, who knows? I don't know what kind of Yuan we're getting this time around. He's probably gonna throw them shits away.
いや、電話を切らないように。忘れたとは言わせないよ。定期的な報告はネズミが群れるための最低条件だ。相変わらず愛想がないが、まあいい。今日は面白い話を聞いたものだからお前に教えてやろうと思ってね。なるほど。貴様の言う面白い話が愉快だった試しはないか。聞くだけ聞きなさい。峡谷で何やら動きがある。どうも多勢を巻き込もうという動きだ。
I wish you would have just said what it was, but whatever. Yeah, I know they be talking in cryptics. Can't take that. I could only assume how busy the Falzone family was, especially considering the times. but Dante never spoke about work, so I tried not to ask him about it. After seeing Dante off, I continued sweeping the yard. I was on my way back after buying ingredients for our next provision. The bag I carried in my arms was full of lemons up to the very top. I met Dante in the morning, went shopping, and was now walking down a street in Arco. I suddenly recalled what happened last year and glanced over at the bar nearby. But is Nicola there? He wasn't around. Aww. What are the chances of him actually being there anyway? As I continued on my way, I saw Gil walking toward me, appearing to be coming from Creta. Buongiorno, Gil. I keep saying buongiorno. Sorry, y'all. Buongiorno, Gil. He definitely stood out from the crowd. No shit. Not because of his height, but because he had an aura that drew people's attention. That's a long-winded way of saying he looks handsome, but okay, Lily, sure. We're neutral, we're not in love with anybody, so yeah. It was as if he could control the air around him simply with his presence.
Yo, signorina.
Gil smiled as usual, but something didn't feel right.
今から教会に戻るのか?
Wait, did I skip one? Yes.
じゃ、途中まで送らせてくれ。せっかく会えたんだ。少しは話したい。
Okay. Oh! And with that, Gil briskly lifted the bag from my arm. Of course, he's a gentleman.
ここで立ち話ってのもなんだしな。
Oh. My God, I have a feeling this is gonna happen a lot. Shift. Who was Marco? Roberto.
マルコ、また所長に呼ばれていたんですか？
どうも目の敵にされてんだよな。あの新しい所長、ずいぶん俺が嫌いらしい。
マルコが嫌いというより、マフィアが嫌いなんでしょう。
The previous chief of the Prologue police treated the mafia here like the plague, meaning he kept his distance as much as possible. He ordered everyone not to get caught up with them to avoid creating additional trouble. I suppose you can call him a peace lover. But the new chief was different, and because of him, things have changed. The old me would have gladly welcomed the change.
だが、マフィアがいなくなれば、この町は平和になるのかといえば。
Okay, Roberto's with the times now. That's good.
そんなに単純な話じゃない。
I understood that well enough now. Good for you, Roberto. Only took you a year. I followed his gaze toward the police station. Everyone in town knew that the mafia and the police were at odds more often as of late. Knowing what Gil was referring to, I quietly followed his lead. We walked past the casino, which lay along the path of our shortcut to the church. Oh, it blew up? Oh, shit. Alright. The casino burned to the ground that day, and was still there without any change. Ugh, that's tacky. Bulldozers. Bulldozers. I don't know, destroy it, demolish it, that's what I mean. Not many pass through here now that the tourists stopped visiting. Passing through here made me recall that day like it was only yesterday.
あんたは元気だったか?
Yes, how about you, Gil?
元気といえば元気なんだが、最近は忙しくて参ってる。
Come to think of it, I haven't seen you at church on Fridays recently, Gil.
ああ、忙しいってのもあるが、それはちょっと意識して時間をずらしてた。
What do you mean?
サンロレンツォの時に少し思ったんだよ。俺があんたを連れ回すことで。
Y'all better have a whole fucking excerpt dedicated to this La Notte di San Lorenzo. Getting on my nerves.
あんたがマフィアの関係者だって思われて狙われたらってな。結局前回は杞憂だったが。
Gil gave a shrug, looking at me with eyes full of concern. You mean eye full of concern?
そばに置いてずっと守れるならともかく、今はそうじゃねえ。だったら俺と仲がいいって思われるような振る舞いは避けた方がいいかと思ったんだよ。
He's worried about me. I bet he wanted to move away from the police station, not to avoid trouble for himself, but to keep me safe and out of sight.
だが何かあったらいつでも声をかけてくれ。あんたは大事な友人だ。少なくとも俺はずっとそのつもりでいる。
Thank you, Gil. I appreciated his kindness and consideration, and thanked him as honestly as I could. After parting ways with Gil in front of the church, I carried the bag of lemons back to the refectory. Girl, what you finna make? Lemonade? Some lemon torta? Or whatever the hell it's called. By the time I returned, the sun was about to set beyond the horizon. I'm back, Sister Sophia. Sorry for taking so long.
おかえりなさい、リリー。
Upon hearing my voice, Sister Sophia lifted her head up from the newspaper she was reading. Is there something interesting?
ええ。
I suppose. Sister Sophia's expression was a bit concerning, so I peeked at the newspaper in her hands. Ah, Governor promises protection of Berlone. We shall not yield to violence. It seemed there was another article. The newspaper had been... Oh my god. Excuse me, y'all, sorry. Had an eventful morning today, so... yeah, I'm gonna try not to let that play out to the video. But yeah, I might yawn a whole lot. The newspaper article had been publishing ominous articles recently about how the government was going to save Berlone from the mafia. How they would save those who had been used by them, forgiving their involvement with them. How everyone should turn their backs on the mafia. The government wanted the people on their side. Perhaps Gil's response was coming from the change resulting from such propaganda. The people in town were just as confused and unsure of who to trust now. I really hope this doesn't lead to more conflict. If the people and mafia faced each other, surely there would be bloodshed. And just when the warring between the families had finally subsided, just when the warring between the families has finally subsided, I was sure Sister Sophia wanted to see the town return to peace. I felt the same way. Excuse me. Night fell, and it was time to close the church doors.
リリー、ろうそくの火消し終わった。
That's my good boy. That's my sweet baby boy. Best boy. Don't argue with me, rather. Thank you, Orlok. I suppose that all that's left is to lock up. Orlok and I step outside, and I lock the doors. Thank you again for your help today, Orlok.
大したことはできてない。でも、あなたを守るのが俺の仕事だから。
Of course it is, sugar.
ブルローネにいるときはできるだけ顔を出すから何でも言ってほしい。掃除とか荷物持つのとか、あと子供たちと遊ぶのでも。
What a good boy. Thank you, baby. That's very kind of you. And let me just say that the children and I are happy just to see you here.
そうなの？いいのかな？
Yes. He blinked a few times in embarrassment. Orlok has been frequenting the church more often since last year. He would come to pray regularly, but now he was of great help in proactively offering his assistance to the church. Come to think of it, you just returned from Rome, haven't you? Aren't you tired?
俺なら大丈夫。ローマに行くのも戻るのももう慣れてるから。
Okay. Orlok returned to Rome from time to time to receive orders of a sensitive nature. I'm not sure what he does as a disciple, but it sounds tough. As I pondered to myself, Orlok suddenly stopped talking. He then looked up and begins to speak.
今回は教国に報告して、それはいつも通りだったんだけど、ニコラにも会った。
Nicola? I blinked a few times, hearing the familiar name.
ちょうどローマに来てたから。
I see. I've noticed Nicola has been leaving town a lot recently too.
立場が立場だから何かと忙しいんだと思う。去年はアメリカに行ってたし。
That's true. I nodded in response as I recalled the meeting that was held late last year. There's only been a handful of meetings this year where everyone's been in attendance. I haven't seen Yang at all either. Potato, whatever.
ヤンは別に会わなくていいと思う。
And I would agree. Girl, you don't need to see him. I couldn't help but chuckle at Orlok's very candid response. Now that I think about it, unless there's some major issue involving the town, the family heads wouldn't need to come together.
簡単な連絡で済むことは電話でやり取りしてるみたい。
Which is good because it also means that Berlone is safe now. They don't need to hold periodic meetings if there are no incidents. Sorry. It was selfish of me to feel that... From the top, Sasha. It was selfish of me to feel sad that I couldn't see them together as often. Not having problems was a good thing. Yeah. Orlok, it's almost time for dinner. Would you like to join?
じゃあ、ありがとうございます。
Oh, of course, you sweet baby. You can join us for dinner. We had eaten meals here together many times, but Orlok was still as polite as ever whenever I invited him. He bowed his head politely again today. Such a good boy. I saw Dante and Gil today. Orlok came to visit too. I'm glad to see they're all doing well. I thought back to what happened today as I knelt down next to my bed to pray. Suddenly, a certain conversation came to mind. From last year's meeting with Emilio.
鍵の乙女は常に全ての時代で途切れず選ばれるような存在じゃない。
待ってくれ。おかしくねえか。リリーは確か先代の鍵の乙女からほとんど間を置かずに選ばれてるよな。
そうだよ。彼女が生まれたのはクロエ・ランベールの死から2年後だ。たったの2年。これはとても異常なことなんだ。
I remember none of this from the last game, so.
鍵の乙女が出現するのは必要に迫られて、つまり彼女たちが背負う使命は生物の移転が必要となるような何かが起きる可能性をも示唆している。君たちに本当の試練が訪れるのはこれからなのかもしれないよ。
They shared with me the conversation they had. Maybe something big is going to happen. As much as my mind wanted to doubt it, my heart was filled with a strange sense of anxiety. I had been praying for the past few months that nothing of that nature would befall us. Please protect us so that we can live our daily lives in peace and harmony. I spoke the prayer from the bottom of my heart. Amen, but that ain't how it's gonna work.
ローマの様子は？
こっちとの温度差は顕著になってきている。ローマは政府のお膝元だからね。ファシズムに迎合しないでやっていくのは大変だってラウルは泣き言を言っていたよ。同時に地方行政への介入も進んでいる。コムーネの主張も選挙を取りやめて政府の任命制にするつもりだし。
Communize. Local administrative divisions roughly equivalent to townships or municipalities.
そうなると今後はブルローネの市長もムッソリーニが選ぶことになる。
当然マフィアとつながりのある人間が選ばれることはないだろうね。うちは地元政治と密接に関わっていたし、審議会への影響力も強かったけど、これからはそうもいかなくなる。
去年の党大会で宣言したイタリア国民のファシスト化は順調らしいな。頭の痛い話だ。
それ最近よく言うよねなんて。
嫌な口癖がついてしまったな。それでローマからの戻りを繰り上げたのはどうしてなんだ？
Not earlier than scheduled, child.
オルロックから接触があった。
Well, yeah, he has a good reason.
峡谷の聖職者エミリオから話があるって。僕たちブルローネマフィアと鍵の乙女に。
ついに動いたか。
The doors are locked now. The mafia was gathered again at the church. Child, not this panning. Some of them I hadn't seen in a long time, while others I saw much more recently.
なあ、オルロック。さっきから気になってたんだが、その荷物は？
今日必要なもの。これは。
Orlok unwrapped the cloth covering the object.
蓄音機？なんだなんだ？音楽でも聞かせてくれんのか？
Hold up. Of course, his in-game model doesn't show him holding like a big bulky ass thing. The gramophone though, yeah. Gramophone, commonly known as a record player, an early form that was invented by Thomas Edison in 1877, but the shift from the cylinders to flat discs was carried out by Emil Berliner in 1894.
「くだらん要件なら俺は帰るぞ。そうも今夜の呼び出しをかけた張本人がまだ現れていないようだが、さすが峡谷の聖職者様は頭が高い。
やん、珍しく自分が早く来たからって短気すぎ。まだ約束の時間になってない。
Suddenly, a figure appeared out of nowhere. The person who requested this meeting had arrived.
やあ、ブルローネマフィアと鍵の乙女。久しぶりだね。
As always, Emilio still had the same mysterious air about him.
今夜は早速本題に入ろう。伝えなければならないことがたくさんあるからね。これは僕たち峡谷の人間にとってとても重要な話だけれど、同時に君たちブルローネマフィアにとって利益につながる話でもある。オルロック、頼めるかい？
Orlok nodded in response and quietly set a record down on the gramophone. Onto the gramophone, sorry.
このレコードは数日前、峡谷に届いたものだ。まずはこれを聞いてほしい。詳しい話はその後に。
Orlok turned the crank a few times and slowly the turntable began to spin.
ご機嫌うるわしゅう、お父様。おや、もしかしてあまりご機嫌うるわしくなかったりします？お顔の色が優れません。さては、何か失せ物でもありましたか？でしたら、ご安心ください。あなたの憂いは、私の一声できれいさっぱり解決します。鉄王冠をお探しなのでしょう？実は、あれを盗んだのは、私なんです。今もちょうど頭に乗せています。あまり激しい動きをすると落としてしまいそうですが、今のところは丁重に扱っていますのでご安心くださいね。この鉄王冠、何せ聖遺物と呼ばれるもの、大切でしょう？返してほしいですね。わかりますとも。敬愛するお父様がぜひにとおっしゃるのなら、私、返して差し上げようと思います。ですが、それ相応のご褒美をいただきたいんです。私、欲しいものがありまして。おねだりしてもいいでしょ？私が心から求めているものは、ブルローネに眠る秘めた聖遺物です。
Of course you do.
クリスマスの贈り物はそれで構いませんよ、お父様。聖遺物と聖遺物の交換。ほら、とても対等な取引でしょ。ブルローネでお待ちしておりますので、私のところまで届けてくださいね。せめて降誕祭のミサが終わるまでに。 もしそれまでに私の正体すら暴けず、生物もお持ちいただけないようでしたら、その時はこの小さな町を滅ぼしてしまいましょうか。そして鉄王冠が私の手に落ちたことを世間に知らしめましょう。愚かな民衆が崇めていたのは偽物の鉄王冠。強国は人心を惑わす下賤な詐欺師だと声高に唱えてあげますとも。ではお父様、愛の日にふさわしいプレゼント、今から首を長くしてお待ちしていますね。ではご挨拶はこれくらいに。ああ、申し訳ありません。私ったら自己紹介を忘れていました。よろしいですか、皆様。私のことをお呼びになりたければ、どうぞお気軽にファントムと。
Silence filled the air when the recording ended.
ファントムか。
Do they know this person? They seemed surprised, but it also felt as if they knew something more than just his name. I looked at Dante and noticed that he seemed more concerned than confused.
ずいぶん頭のおかしい男が聖遺物、鉄王冠とやらを盗んだということだが。
Iron Crown, an ancient relic believed to have been made with the iron from a nail on the true cross. Oh my.
それが事実であれば、この国の人間は今頃声高に騒ぎ立てているのではないか？しかし、俺はそのような面白い話を聞いた覚えがない。
そう。モンツァーには模造品を置いてある。強国の権威のためには、聖遺物が盗まれたと公表するわけにもいかなくてね。
Monza, a city in the province of Lombardy, located near Milan. It's one of the fashion capitals of the world. So what happened is true? I can't believe someone would have the audacity to steal that relic. I was also surprised by the person's disrespect of something so holy. Emilio chuckled and nodded.
そう。とても大変なことだよ。これはすなわち、神の教えを信じない者に強国が屈したということになる。特に成果は新しくなったばかりだからね。このタイミングでの不祥事は最悪と言っていい。
Who's the Pope?
強国としては民衆に知られてしまう前に事態を解決するよう努めたい。
Or is it that church head too? Emilio then looked at the family heads one by one.
これは強国からブルローネマフィアへの正式な要請だ。ファントムと名乗る男からかの鉄王冠を取り戻してほしい。
取り戻せなければどうなる？
君たちが自らの価値を示せないのであれば、この町は強国の庇護を失う。
Need you slim pickings for the government.
成果は君たちに聖遺物を任せておけないと判断するだろ
う。またそれか。一つ覚えだな。
Yang let out a deep frown. But Emilio ignored him and continued. As well you should, Emilio.
ブルローネの生異物を奪われた場合もまた同じ。峡谷がこの地に庇護を与えているのは、ここが生異物の眠る地だからだ。ブルローネマフィアがこの要請を受け、事態の解決のために動くというのなら、代わりに僕自身も峡谷も必要な協力をしよう。使徒であるオルロックも事件解決のために手を貸す用意がある。
Tension still hung in the air even after Emilio finished speaking.
その言葉、とてもじゃないが信用に値するとは思えない。
ああ、現に最近の峡谷は随分政府と仲良くしてるみたいじゃねえか。
まあ、僕だって君たちがそれに気づいていないとは思っていない。けれど、だからこそできることもある。鉄王冠を君たちが取り戻したとき、ブルローネマフィアが手にすることができるのは時間だよ。
I mean, yeah, time is valuable and well, it's valuable. He's saying invaluable, but I think it's valuable because bullshit. Yeah, they need time to know what they're gonna do now that the government is going to well, I mean, it's very hard. It's intangible, really, but it's also invaluable. You can't gain lost time. So. Yeah, Emilio, okay. What you talking about? Or if you're gonna elaborate, yeah, elaborate on what you mean, Emilio.
今後3年間、イタリア王国政府からこの町への一切の干渉を禁ずる。それが峡谷の用意する報酬だ。
Damn, the whole mafia was like, After a short moment of silence, I could tell that something had changed.
党の方針には君たちもさぞかしうんざりしていることだろう。もはやこの国でマフィアを続けていくことが困難だと感じるほどに。君たちが結果を出せば党が君たちに手出しできないよう峡谷は正式に働きかける。
So basically, you have a 3-year window in which you need to get your shit together before the government kicks in and decides to take over.
これは猶予期間だ。3年もあればその間にこの国と峡谷の関係は改善されるだろうという見通しが立っている。そうなれば峡谷はイタリア王国の政策に表立って反対できなくなる。だけれど一切の邪魔が入らない3年間は君たち組織が身の振り方を考える時間としては大きいんじゃないかな。
おーやい。
期限付きの安泰か。
昨今の情勢を考えれば3年の無干渉はそう悪い話ではないな。
へえ、君がそういう反応をするのは珍しいね。
ラオ州は流藩フイを金と引き換えに黙らせている。稼がねば遠からず組織は立ち行かなくなる。うちは無駄飯ぐらいが多いのでな。
Hearing Hearing Yang's reply, Gil spoke up.
ビスコンティも同じ意見だ。うちはいずれ国外に出ようと思ってるが、まだもう少し足場固めをしたいところだからな。それこそ3年あればありがたい。
Gil looked at Dante, who nodded in response. Oh wow, you're actually... He would be proud. I would think he would fight tooth and nail to stay, but... Interesting.
いいだろう。ファントムの狙いがブルローネの生物だというなら、なおさら放ってはおけない。
Oh, he's just doing it, Lord. Dante, sweet. You need to cut your losses and run after you do this.
しかし、期限はクリスマスか。
どうも教国は僕たちに平和な年末を過ごさせてくれるつもりがないみたいだ。
Gil and Nicola chuckled, probably thinking about what happened last year. Last year, an incident that led to the Berlone Mafia combining their efforts to solve a counterfeiting case for which Gilbert was falsely accused.
意見は一致したようだね。君たちが快く受け入れてくれてよかった。じゃあ、僕はそろそろ。
待てエミリオ、まだ聞きたいことがある。
今はそれより君たちで話し合うことがあるんじゃないかな。ファントムへの対策とかね。
Bruh, we can't have questions for you after we accept your task? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. What do you want us to do when we get the crown?
このレコードによると、ファントムはすでにブルローネに潜んでいる可能性が高い。僕と話し込む暇はないよ。
教国はブルローネマフィアに協力する。つまり必要があれば僕たちに情報提供もしてくれるんだよね。
手助けは惜しまないよ。でも今日のところはこれでいいかな。
Emilio smiled, and no one said a word to stop him. He has that much pull.
じゃあ、君たちの幸運を祈っているよ。君たちと教国の未来のために。
With that, the young man with the golden hair quietly left through the church doors. There were a lot of questions that needed to be answered, but first and foremost was about this phantom. So, do you all know, excuse me, do you all know who this phantom person is? Isn't it Henri? Because I could have sworn the ending, like the Henri route or something. No, not the Henri route, but the finale ending. It said some dude went to Chicago and sold liquor and da 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 da. He ran off to, or Sebastiano ran off to America to sell liquor and shit. I don't know. They all seem to have a hunch after listening to the record.
ああ、そうか。君には話していなかったね。去年くらいからかな。シカゴのスピークイージー界隈で相場を荒らしている男がいてね。現地の人間にはファントムと呼ばれていた。彼は舞台衣装のように豪奢な服装を好んで、人前に出るときは必ず仮面をつけていたらしい。
Don't tell me. Yes, girl, him. He's still alive? I was at a loss for words. Who the hell is banging at the door this ungodly hour? I heard someone banging on the church doors in a rough manner. At this hour? Everyone knew the church was closed now. No one would ever come here at this time. Let me go see. Girl, you better take somebody with you. The Berlone's sorry. The Berlone Mafia's meetings were here to be kept secret. Excuse me, I'm really 0-3, y'all, with the reading. The Berlone Mafia's meetings here were to be kept secret. I headed to the door so that I could keep the rest of them concealed.
俺も一緒に行く。念の
Yes,
ため。
yes, good Orlok. Oh, that's my baby thinking 10 steps ahead. Orlok, thank you. I let out a sigh of relief as Orlok accompanied me to the church entrance. I put my hand on the door and slowly opened it to take a peek outside. I didn't see anyone at all. The fuck? Huh? I looked as far as I could through the narrow crack, but I still couldn't see anyone there. Orlok opened the door a little wider and stepped outside. I followed after him.
リリー、これ。
Gratitude. The fuck?
言われた通りにしてきたぜ。残りの金くれるんだよな。
Something tells me by the music that's on right now, you're gonna get death.
ご苦労様です。では、こちらが謝礼になります。
Yep. Come on, man. You predictable. Oh my. Woo. I looked down at my feet in the direction where Orlok was looking and let out a gasp. Next to the unopened door was a glass case with a record inside. I guess that Strano man laid the thing down and he got clapped as a result. I carefully picked up the glass case and headed back inside as Orlok held the door open for me. The Berlone Mafia members' expressions changed as soon as they saw what I brought back. It was left outside, but I didn't see who left it.
とりあえず聞いてみようか。
Nicola took the case from me, then placed the record onto the gramophone. How do you make these?
ごきげんよう、ブルローネマフィアの皆々様。この度はご清聴ありがとうございます。私が何者か、皆様はすでにご存知かと思いますが、円滑な人間関係のためには挨拶がとても大切ですからね。改めて名乗らせていただきましょう。私、ファントムと申します。ファルツォーネファミリーの、フランチェスカ様でしたか。シカゴではお会いできずに残念でした。もう少し探ってくださるかと思っていたのですが、意外と諦めが早くていらっしゃる。私はファントム。嘘偽りのない亡霊。喜劇の裏に潜む影。豪華の底より舞い戻り、ただ一つの願いのため邁進するもの。
Melodramatic much?
よろしいですか？何も失いたくないのなら、ブルローネに眠る生異物の封印を解き、私に届けてくださいね。この切なる願いを皆様が保護になさるなら、その時はすぐに示さなければなりません。私は本気だ。と。
Just as the record ended, Nicola frowned as though he noticed something.
豪華の底がどうのって言ってたな。やっぱりディレットールだと思うか。
今のところその可能性は高いだろう。だが録音されたものだからか、 それともあえてか。
口調はよく似ているような気もするが、この音質では断定できんな。
ブルローネの生物のことと、それが封印されてるって知ってる人は限られてる。だけど、ディレットーレなら。
知ってるはずだよな。
I voiced a thought that came to mind. The way he speaks and the information he knows about the relic sounds like it's him. I could see him being this phantom person, but something just doesn't feel right.
そうだな。奴の目的はマフィアへの復讐だったはずだ。今になって生異物を求めるのは少しおかしい。
確かに以前のやり口とは随分違うが。
あれは元より強靭で、それに死の間際で憎悪に拍車がかかったのやもしれん。結果、手段を選ばなくなった。とすれば、特に不思議でもあるまい。
ま、結論を急ぐ必要はないんじゃねえか。ディレットーレがファントムなのかどうか、今の段階じゃ推測しかできねえ。
とはいえ、無関係だと頭から決めつけるのも良くない。どちらの可能性も念頭に入れて動く必要が出てくると思
う。だが結局のところ、ファントムが誰であろうとすることは同じだ。生異物を渡すわけにはいかないし、鉄王冠は取り戻さないといけない。俺たちに不利益をもたらす存在がいるなら、相応の対処をする。
After Dante's powerful statement, Nicola turned his attention to me.
君はどう思う？
Me? I hesitated for a bit before speaking. If the Phantom really is him, then I want to stop him. I doubt what he's asking for is really what he really wants. Even if he wasn't the Phantom, I still can't ignore someone trying to harm Berlone. Which is why I want to help in any way possible I can. In any possible way I can. Sorry, y'all. I decided to say what was on my mind. Dante looked at me, replying in a stern voice.
その言葉に感謝する。鍵の乙女というお前の存在が今後重要になる可能性もある。おそらくは去年の事件と同じか、それ以上にお前に協力を求める場面も出てくるかもしれない。特に。
Well, that's not good. Suddenly, the ground shook violently.
なんだ、地震か？
珍しいね。こんなに大きいのは久しぶりだ。
Or it might be homeboy playing with his explosives again, or whatever the fuck.
違う。これは。
The moment Orlok took notice, Yang's expression changed.
外に出ろ。
Barely screamed. What?
大きるな、行け。
Bruh. Why do y'all do? Why do folks in entertainment do this? When somebody says, "Run, run, you gotta run now." What? Why? I don't understand. Run, and then they die or whatever. Ah! Yang shoved me toward the entrance, making me stumble. Oh, thank you. Orlok quickly caught me before I fell, lifting me up into his arms and dashing toward the door.
レコードは僕が、ダンテも外へ。
Oh, you better not die.
Oh.
Just as everyone ran out of the church. Bruh, you blew up the church. You're going to hell for that. A huge explosion resounded, and the church crumbled almost immediately into flames. What the? I couldn't stop myself from shaking at the surreal turn of events.
大丈夫だったか、シニョリーナ。
Yes, thanks to Orla, and no thanks to Yang's bitch ass for shoving me.
なるほど。これがファントムとやらの本気か。
Henri, you better make this up in terms of some good loving in your route, sir. What the hell is this fuck shit? Yang looked up at the crimson flames bursting from the top, letting out an eerie smile. You must be an arsonist. Well,
たく、ひどいな、こりゃ。
all right. That was a prologue. The fuck? Okay. So, I guess we'll go back to every other day. Because I don't know how many chapters this is. And I thought it was just the junk on the outside, but now it done went to that's the prologue. Ow! Okay. Alright, y'all. So yeah, we'll do every other day. So today is Tuesday, right? Or this video is for Tuesday. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating. This is a weird fucking format. I don't know how many chapters there are in Alternativa, but I'll make a community post. I'll let y'all know. I'm going back to I'm going back to alternating a day uploads, because yeah, now we're talking it's over an hour. Yeah, so I know, I'm sorry y'all. I was thinking like the things over the things around the picture was Alternativa, that was it. But no, I knew I had a feeling that this was gonna be long. So we'll go back to alternating day uploads every other day, and we'll pick it up on Thursday. So folks, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping on by. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads, lassies, and legends in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and